Hello everybody, welcome back to the LuxCore YouTube channel. Welcome back to the 30-day beginner mat Pilates challenge that we're doing this month. I am Lexi and today we have a 20-minute full body burn workout. Let's just get right into it. So you're gonna get started on all fours. So bring your shoulders right over your wrists, bring your hips right over your knees. Inhale, drop your belly down, look up to the ceiling. Exhale, round through the back, press the mat away. Inhale, drop the belly back down, look up. Exhale, round the back, tuck the chin. Keep flowing through this at your own pace for the next 15 seconds. Just connecting with your breath. Feel free to add in some head rolls here, some hip rotations, whatever your body needs to warm up. You're going to bring it back to a neutral spine in 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, coming back to that neutral spine. You're just going to sit back into your heels. Inhale, bring your hands up overhead, interlace your fingers, lengthen up. On your exhale, bring your fingers apart and roll your wrists as you slowly bring the arms down. And one more time, interlace the fingers. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, separate those fingers, roll the wrists out as you bring the arms down. And then bring your hands just onto your thighs. We're going to take some shoulder rolls to the front and to the back. And then bring your head to one side, let it hang there for a moment, and take 3 head circles in one direction. Once you've done your third, when you get to the other side, let it hang on the other side for a moment, and then circle it the opposite direction 3 times. And when you're done, bring your head back center. You're gonna rock back forward onto all fours, tuck your toes under, and pike your hips back. Once you're here, just really try to press those heels as close as you can towards the mat, and then begin to walk it out. So dropping one heel down to the mat and then the other, raising up high on those toes, stretching the hamstrings and the calves. And then rise up on both toes at the same time and drop the heels down. Still connecting with your breath here. Take 3 more. On your next one, bring your heels as close as you can to the bottom of the mat, and then walk your hands all the way to meet your toes. You can either hold your hands down on the mat and find a little sway, or you can grab onto opposite elbows, shifting your weight in one knee then the other if you want to deepen this into the hamstrings. And then hold back center. You're going to roll it up 1 vertebrae at a time, drawing the shoulders down the back, and then sweep your hands up overhead and dive it forward. You're just going to walk it out into a plank. Once you're in your plank position, you're going to make sure your shoulders are right over your wrists. You have a strong flat back, and you're actively pressing away from the mat so you're not sinking down to your shoulders. We just hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Set your knees down onto the mat. Bring your knees nice and wide on the mat. Sink your glutes into your heels. Bring your hands out long in front of you. Bring the head down to the mat. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. And then rock it forward. All right. From here, you're going to come back onto all fours. We're going to get started with some hovers. So you're going to tuck your toes under, similar to that plank, shoulders right over the wrist. You're pressing away from the mat, so it shouldn't look like this, And then you're going to hover your knees a couple inches off of the mat. So you hold here for a moment, and then inhale, set your knees back down. Exhale, find that hover. Inhale, set the knees back down. You're here for 3. You hold your hover in 2. You hold your hover on 1. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Pike your hips back. Just hold here for a moment. Take a big inhale through the nose. On your exhale, flow it back forward into a modified plank, that bear plank, and then inhale, pike it back. Exhale, flow it forward. Inhale, pike it back. We finish out our planking warm-up right here in 3, in 2, and finish up this last one. And then set your knees down, sit back into your heels, roll out your wrists. All right, and then from here, all right, we're gonna get started with some roll-ups. So we're not gonna do a full roll-up today. We're gonna do a modified version with our feet flat on the mat. Your feet are gonna be hip-width distance apart. Draw the shoulders down the back. I'm gonna give you a couple options here based on your experience level. So you're gonna bring your arms long in front of you. You're gonna articulate your spine down one vertebra at a time. Low back, mid back, upper back. Bring the hands up overhead and then slowly, without using momentum, peel your spine off the back, upper back, mid back, lower back. You bring your arms up overhead as you sit up. So you either stay here if this feels good for you. You're really trying not to use momentum each way. You're keeping your heels grounded onto the mat. Another option is just to take it here. So you're gonna bring your arms out in front of you. You're just gonna lower to that deepest seeker position and then sit it back up, arms shoot up overhead. So take whatever variation works for you. This is the more modified version. Try to take that full articulation if you can. You have 2 more of these, and then you're gonna meet me with a flat back. Last one, articulate, bring it down, bring it all the way up, arms up overhead. And then meet me with your back flat on the mat. Articulate slowly as you come down. All right, from here, you're going to bring both knees into your chest and then bring both hands onto the base of your right knee. And then from here, you're gonna curl your head and chest off of the mat, extend your left leg out long in front of you, and then switch your legs. So you're pulling the left knee in, the right knee in. You're brushing each leg past each other, extending the leg out fully every single time. You're trying to keep your legs as straight as possible, pointing to your toes. Your gaze is on your core. Make sure you're breathing through this. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finish out this last one, then bring both knees into the chest. Set the head down for a moment and take nice little circles with your knees. Take 2 in each direction. And then bring your knees back center. All right, grab on to the base of both of your knees. And first, just curl your head and chest off the mat, gazing at the core. From here, you're gonna take a big inhale. On your exhale, you're gonna extend your arms and legs in opposite direction. You're gonna sweep your arms around in a circle and then hug your knees back into your chest. Exhale, extend, and then sweep those arms around. So what you want to do, if you need to modify this at all, is you can always just set your head down. That is the first thing to do if you need to modify any of these moves. You also have the option to just shoot those legs up higher. You'll feel a lot less tension in that core. You can also take both. So take whatever feels best for your body. You're here for 3 more. 2. And 1. Finish it out. And then hug your knees into your chest, set the head down. You can bring the head from side to side, releasing any tension. All right, now you're gonna shoot both legs up to the ceiling. Your legs are together, toes are pointed. Again, you can keep your head down if that feels more comfortable for you, but let's try if you can, curling the head and chest off of the mat. So if you want to make this more modified, you're gonna grab onto your calf. If you want to advance this movement, try to grab up a little bit higher at your ankle. Once you've decided where you're grabbing, make sure you fix your gaze on your core and then drop your other leg down to 45 degrees. So you're grabbing onto your right calf or ankle, left leg is at 45 degrees. A way to modify this is to just shorten that range of motion and only bring the leg here. All right, you're gonna pulse that leg twice and then switch. Pulse, pulse, switch. Breathing through it. Pulse, pulse, switch. You're grabbing up higher if you need a little bit more here. You're grabbing the calf if you need a bit less. You can also shorten the range of movement. It can literally look just like this. It can also look just like this with your head down. Keep it going for 3, 2, and 1. Once you're done, put both feet flat on the mat. Take little windshield wipers with the knees from side to side. All right, so you're gonna bring your arms long by your side. Make sure your shoulders are drawn down the back and you're not straining through your neck. And then send your legs up to the ceiling once again. We're gonna be doing lower lifts here. So a way to make this a little bit more modified is just to shorten the range of motion. So what we're gonna do is inhale, lower the legs down to 45 degrees, and exhale, lift. A way to modify is just to make the range of motion literally from here to here. You want to only bring your legs as far down as you're comfortable with without your back arching super high off of that mat. Your arms are long by your sides to give yourself a little bit of assistance. If you would like to advance this at all, you can always bring your hands behind your head and curl your head and chest off the mat. So this is the more beginner version. We're here for 3 more. You're here for 2. And 1. And then bring your knees into your chest. You can take circles with your knees. You can rock side to side, whatever you need. We're gonna finish off this series of 5 here with crisscross. So when you're ready, knees are still into your chest. You're gonna curl your head and chest off the mat, gazing at the core. And then bring your hands behind your head, elbows out nice and wide. And then you're gonna extend your right leg out to 45 degrees. You're gonna twist your right elbow over to your left knee, focusing on your core rotation, and then switch. So you're bringing your leg out long every single time. Take those exhales as you switch. A way to modify this further is to bring those legs up a little bit higher so it could look like this. You really just want to focus on rotating your core as much as you can. You're here for 3, 2, and 1. On your last one, bring your knees into your chest. Rock back and forth. You can shift the head from side to side. And then we're gonna rock it forward and back until you come to a seated position. All right, from here, we're gonna get into a quick arm series. So you're just gonna start off sitting into your glutes, draw your shoulders down your back, and then bend your arms, palms face up. You're gonna exhale, serve the platter, lift. You're squeezing your glutes here as well. You're gonna start activating those since we're gonna hit glutes next. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Arms are going all the way out to shoulder height. I know this angle on this camera might be a little bit weird, but make sure you're not passing shoulder height and extending your arms all the way out every time. You're gonna sit it back into your glutes in 3, 2, on 1. Just sit into your glutes, bring your arms back out long. You're gonna flip your palms up and down. So you're keeping it at shoulder height the entire time. You're making sure that your shoulders are still drawn down your back. Try not to have them creep up towards your ears. Nice and relaxed through your neck as well. Keep them lifted. You're here for 3, 2, on 1. Hold your arms out, slight bend in the elbows. You're gonna open up and close. Exhale, open. Inhale, close. So you got that slight bend in those elbows. Shouldn't be super bent. Hold your arms out to the sides in 3, 2. On your next one, hold your arms out to the side. You flip your palms here. You get a little break after this. You've got this. Keeping it up at shoulder height the entire time. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finish it out, and then bring your hands long by your sides. You can shift your head from side to side. Feel free to take some shoulder rolls in each direction. Whatever you need, you can even shake out those arms. And then we're going to come to a kneeling position in case that other position wasn't as comfortable. And then you're going to extend your arms out long. Again, we're going to begin with some circles. So these are nice, small, and controlled circles. You want to make sure you're keeping your arms up at shoulder height. And then reverse, take it to the back. If you need more support, you can always just bring those knees out wider as well, whatever you need. Trying to keep those arms as long as possible. 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. You're going to bend your elbows in, creating that 90-degree angle. You're going to bring the arms up and down. So be careful here to make sure your shoulders don't start creeping up towards your ears as you bring the arms up. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. You're only bringing those arms back down to 90 degrees. No lower than shoulder height. For 3, 2, on your next one, hold at 90. Hold here, little pulses. You get a break after this. You got it. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Roll it out. Shake it out real quick. And then we have one little quick series and we will be done with arms today. All right, from here, you're gonna come back to kneeling. Bring your palms to face you. Exhale, lateral raise forward. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lateral raise to the side. Inhale, lower. So you're just alternating. Up to shoulder height every single time. 3 more in each direction after this. You're here for 3. You're here for 2. You're here for 1. On your last one, hold your arms out to the side. 1 more set of circles in each direction. You've got this. Keep it up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Reverse on 1. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the arms down. Shake it out. Take those head rolls, whatever you need. And then we're going to finish up our full body burn today on our backs with some glute bridges. So come down onto your back. Once you're here, you're going to extend your arms long by your sides. And then you want to make sure that your heels aren't super far away from your fingertips. So you might need to walk them in a little bit. Make sure that your feet are hip width distance apart. And once you're here, make sure your shoulders are drawn down your back. Make sure you're not straining through your neck, looking one way or the other. All right, from here, take a nice big inhale. On your exhale, peel those glutes off the mat. Squeeze through the glutes. You're maintaining a nice neutral spine here. And then lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. So what you don't want to do, keep it going, but what you don't want to do is begin to lift so hard that you're hurting your low back and doming right here. You want to think about keeping that neutral spine only as far as you can lift without squeezing and doming through that low back. You got 5 more here, and then you're going to hold those hips up nice and high. Really important to keep your core engaged here the entire time. You're here for 3, 2, on 1, hold the hips up, and you're gonna come up high on your toes. You might need to walk your heels in a little bit. Now you're gonna have a higher range of motion. So inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Squeeze to the glutes. You probably feel them a little bit more in this position with a higher range of motion. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. You're gonna hold those glutes up at the highest point in 3, 2, on 1, hold up at the highest point. You're gonna bring your knees out mat width distance and then bring them back in. So you're keeping your hips at an exact same height. You're just bringing those knees out and in. For 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Bring your knees in. Find little pulses up, little lifts. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Set the hips down. Bring your feet flat on the mat. Bring your feet mat width distance apart. Windshield wiper the knees from side to side. All right, one more little set here and then we'll be finished. So coming back to that position, this time you're gonna start on your toes. So come up high on those toes and then exhale, lift the hips off the mat. Inhale, lower. Squeeze, lift, and lower. For 5. You hold up at the highest point in 4, 3, 2, on 1, hold it up. You're gonna send the right leg up, lower, and lift. Just 5 on each side. Exhale as you lift. 2, on 1, hold the hips up, just drop the leg down, and then make sure you lift the hips back up to the highest point, and then send the left leg. We finish off here, stay in it. 5, just 3 more, and then we stretch. 2, and 1. Set the hips down with control. Bring the knees into the chest. Take circles with the knees in each direction. And then send your legs long on the mat. You're gonna bring your arms long behind you for a nice good morning stretch. Lengthen as much as you can in the opposite direction. And then draw your right leg into the chest, circle out through the ankle. And then switch directions of those ankle circles. And then bring your left hand on the right knee. Bring it over to the left. You're gonna goalpost your right arm and look off to the right. And then bring your knee back center. Let's switch it out to bring your right leg long on the mat. Left knee comes in, starting out with those ankle circles. And then switch the direction of those ankle circles. And then bring your right hand on your left knee, twist it over to the right. Goalpost your left arm, look off to the left. Spinal twist. And then bring it back center. Bring both knees into your chest and then find a nice happy baby position. So you're gonna grab onto the arches of your feet. If you want a little more of a spinal massage, you can rock from side to side. If you feel like your hamstrings might be a little tight, you can extend one leg out long and then the other, or a combination of both. And then hold it back center, bring the knees together, rock forward and back till you come to a seated position. I'm gonna face y'all. All right, come to a crisscross, bring your hands on your knees, take some big shoulder rolls to the front. And reverse, take it to the back. And then draw your shoulders down your back and we are done. Thank you so much for moving with me today and I'll see you in the next video.